Hey, I'm Jen Rice, and I am excited to come in today to talk about these 5 steps that can really help you if you're struggling a bit with sort of your purpose or direction, or if you're feeling stuck in your business, maybe your career or your life really. This video I wanted to share based on a current course that I'm doing with several other business women, and one person had expressed that she was concerned because when she jumped into her business, she jumped in with both feet, like all in, like in the pool with all your clothes on, right? Type of jump in, and then she found herself totally just completely stuck. She said she started to have fear of coming across the wrong way, fear of looking desperate, or even use the word looking stupid. Ugh, that stupid part really got me, and it made me really want to do this video because hearing someone think they might be feeling that way about something that they had a gut feeling that was the way to go, it is something that I want to address. And she also just didn't want to feel like she was part of some scheme or something. So I think this comes down to some really simple things. And the reason I can relate so much to this is because when I started my business in network marketing, I was really hesitant and really skeptical and very, I was really thinking that I was too good for the profession, and I didn't really understand the type of really impact that I could make when I got right in my own head, right? So I wanted to share a little bit about what most people will suggest you do if you feel like all of a sudden you're stuck. And this doesn't necessarily have to be with network marketing. It can be with any career where you're feeling like your lack of purpose or direction that you're going in seems to just not be very clear for you. So your why, the why that you do what you do, whether it's your own personal business, somewhere that you work, maybe you're self-employed and have a brick and mortar store, your why is your calling, your reason for doing the work that you do. And it has to be in line with your purpose, right? And usually you don't always get there overnight. And obviously over time things change, family dynamics change, financial things change, life happens. So there is a practice you can do. It's self-awareness, and there's 5 key steps to really digging in. It's not going to be a quick process, but it could prove to be super helpful for you. So the first thing is to journal and start writing down just your thoughts and your feelings, your actions throughout the day in some kind of journal form. Some people like typing in like an iPad type of journaling form. Other people like handwriting, and that's fine, either one. But your why and purpose is often hidden in your thoughts, but you may not see it until you've done quite a bit of writing on it, okay? So I think the first thing is to start that journaling practice. The second thing is to do some values work. So what does that look like? You want to find out what are your top 10 core values. And recently when I was in South Carolina, we were doing this at a retreat, and there are, I don't know, a list of 150 or more values, and they're like adaptability, compassion, it goes on, and responsibility. It's your core values, and they're different for each person. I actually have my 10 listed, and I put them up in my office so I can see them all the time. And I think getting in touch with values that are important to you will allow you to be able to share those almost in a subconscious way to other people. And so then you're going to be attracting people to you that have similar values. Number 3 is what motivates you, like what gets you excited. And writing this down will help you establish really the things that you'd like. And you could be as selfish as you want. If there's a certain kind of purse that you want, you know, that's fine to put down. A new car, maybe it's the family vacation that you've been wanting to buy, or the trip you want to take. Be bold and just write it down. The fourth thing is your passions. And so passions are different than motivations. Passions are like, you know, you can't stop thinking about them. For me, I'm super passionate about art and drawing, and I used to do a lot of charcoal drawing and this kind of thing. And so I think a lot about art. It doesn't mean that I have put that into everyday action at this point yet, but you know, that would be something I would scribble down as a passion. If you like gardening, if it's something that you wake up in the morning or throughout the day, or maybe you're even at work and you're kind of daydreaming about doing that thing, those are the things that you want to write down. And if you don't have a specific passion, maybe you have something that you'd love to embrace and get some, you know, maybe research done with, so you can decide if it's something that you really want to get into. The fifth thing, number 5, is super important. Finding your strength. And there is a book called Strength Finder 2.0, and it basically goes over, you know, what natural tendencies do you have in strength for, you know, in work and in other areas in general, because you have a lot of things. And I was thinking with this this one business owner that finding her strengths and how she can help other people around her, just by, you know, locking arms with them, showing them how to do what she's doing. Finding those strengths can be such a ripple effect, and really, if done, you know, kind of the right way and in the way of serving someone else, this could be so valuable and can really help you get out of that feeling of not knowing exactly why you're doing what you're doing. So basically, the bottom line is you could take these 5 things. I'm gonna actually do a part 2 on this tomorrow, because there's some other specific exercises that can really help you get unstuck if there's sort of a swirl going on about, you know, why am I doing what I do? I'm scared I look like this. I'm scared I look like that. That's a lot of negative self-talk that we want to try to get away from, for sure. So the best thing we can do is to start digging into learning more about ourselves. And the way we do that is by going through these kind of exercises, and hopefully this would give you some great new perspective. So if any of you guys out there have already done these kind of self-assessments, I'd love to hear if you found that they were helpful. I think that when you are struggling, I know when I've found myself, you know, sort of in a paralyzed state or a state of unrest, I probably need to dig back into some other work on me and the things that I really believe and want. And so I'm hoping that is very helpful to you today. If you found value in this, please, you know, definitely throw me a comment. If you like this content, you can visit me over on my business page, which is Jenn Rice International. And I have a website there that we're actually pretty close to about launching. They'll have some great content in, not just on medicine, but leadership and of course personal growth, which is a big favorite of mine. It's totally changed my life. You know, sometimes you think you go get a good degree and a, you know, what you consider a great career, and you just got yourself all figured out. Well, really, you don't. I didn't, and my world has opened up completely by just getting a little bit more inside to be obviously better on the outside. So I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for listening.